If you guys come in, let me know if you can hear me or see me. Sonny, I want to get rid of this poo that's in my hand. Can you come on? Come on. Come on, Sonny. All right, this way. What up, degenerate? Can you hear me or see me? Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me or see me. Let me know if you can hear me or see me. If you can hear me or see me, say something. I don't think it's... I think I got bad reception here. So I don't know. Can you hear me or see me? Hey there, can you see me? Can you hear me? Okay, all right, thank you. I'm like, I need confirmation. If it's working or not. If it's not, then let me know. I'll just end the live. But I want to show you guys this amazing, beautiful trail in this park and what it leads to. Hi, how you doing? Sonny, I'll never get there. That's why I don't, like, if I have to run certain errands or whatever, or take her, you know, all she doing is living life to the fullest and smelling the flowers on the way. That's the way to do it, huh, Sonny? That's the way to do it. I know, that's the way to do it. Smell the roses. But I be on a mission, okay? I like to do what I got to do and get done. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I would walk that whole path, get her done, be done. And, you know, I'm not stopping and looking at nothing. But this one thing I'm about to show y'all, for sure, for sure. Now, these lesbians, we're going the opposite direction. They see me and they turn around. Hi, how you doing? So they're building a whole thing over here. I don't know what that is. From Cali, Killer Cali. Black couch, you better be nice. Now listen, my channel ain't like the others, okay? Mo has a lot more grace for people than our villagers and besties, okay? So they built all of this, which is really nice. There's a nice little, look at all these wooded areas, right? And there are houses back there behind there, which I'm gonna show you guys. But let me show you this as well. Yes, you. Always staying in trouble. Always in timeout. Sending you to detention. But I got a feeling you like it. You like getting put on timeout. So they're doing all that construction. But we got all of these woods. This is the whole trail. You guys will see. But anyways, I was trying to talk about my red meat journey and why I stopped. So me and my mom was on vacation driving from Southern Cali up to Northern Cali, right? And go ahead of me, Sonny. Go ahead. Go, 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 go. Walk, walk, walk. And along the pastures and the hills and things like that, were a lot of cows. And these were some of the most decrepit, sick-looking cows I'd ever seen in my entire life. I mean, I couldn't believe that cows could be that skinny. And it was just very disheartening to see. You know, I'm used to cows being full, fat, ready to go. And these weren't just baby cows. They weren't calves. These were, you know, like adult cows. Look at all that vegetation down there. All this was behind the park all this time. All that down there. So when I saw them cows, now mind you, my mama wasn't one of those that cooked all the time. My mom cooked maybe twice a week when I was growing up, right? So it would always be like papers, rock, scissors with me and my mom and my sister in the back seat after she picked us up from school, finished doing whatever it is we gonna do. I'm like, what y'all want to eat? And she would give us like 3 choices, and it was always either Kentucky, KFC. She never said KFC. She's like, oh, y'all want Kentucky? Or you want? I don't know. I'm making my mom sound like that. She didn't sound like that, but she like, y'all want Kentucky? Or you want Burger King? Or you want McDonald's? You know, those are usually our choices. And then there was a Mexican taco shop that we would go to if we was in that area, right? So it was usually those were our only options for takeout. And it never failed. Every time we went through the line, no matter whether it was McDonald's, KFC, or whatever, once she ordered everything for us, including her, if the total came out to over $20, anytime the total came out to over $20, she had the same response every single time. Dang, we could have went to the Sizzlers. Dang, we could have went to Red Lobster for all that. Every time she had the same response. It was too funny. I had to let them ladies go because they were on their way out of the path, and then all of a sudden they saw me and they like turned around and started coming. I'm like, I don't do that. I don't like people behind me. I don't like that suspicious behavior. Now, could have been that they said, hey, when I get to the end, we're going to turn around and come back. Understood. I don't like motherfuckers behind me like that. It is nice, right? Shout out to the chat. Not the Scissors, yes. I went to the Scissors maybe about 5 years ago. I went back home to San Diego and they still had Scissors. I was like, yo, we gotta go. Because you know what I wanted? That bread, that thick ass toast bread. Oh my God. So good. Deja Vu says, I used to beg my parents for fast food. Yep. But when you get it all the time, disgusting, right? So this is what happened when I was a teenager. One time, hey, Michelle. One time, this is when Whoppers was on sale for 99 cents, right? And if you got it with cheese, I think it was like an extra 25 cents or something like that, right? So one time, I was all Burger Kinged out. How you doing? I was all Burger Kinged out, but I was like, let me just get a Whopper and make it easy, because I'm pretty sure that's what my mom told us that was we was getting. We getting Whoppers tonight. And so I remember biting into it, and the meat was red on the inside. And I don't know how you guys do it, but where I come from, we eat our food well done. You know what I'm saying? That may seem uncultured, may seem a little trashy, but where I come from, everything we eat is well done. And so ever since then, I stopped eating red meat a little bit. You know, I would eat it if I knew it was well done, like if it was made with spaghetti or something like that. But when it came to burgers, nah. Hey, how you guys doing? Come on, son. So I'd already, just as a teenager, I was kind of already weary about red meat. So when I saw them cows, I think I was like 20. Was I already married? This was before I got married. I can't remember, but I was at least 24, maybe 25. when we saw them cows. And I told my mom, I said, oh my God, look at these cows on the side of the hill on these pastures. They look disgusting. I'm never eating red meat again. Ew. And guess what? I never have. The one time I did eat red meat after I vowed that I would never was when my homegirl, I was relocating to another base, and she had made some enchiladas, and she left them on top of the stove. And she went to work. And I don't know why I assumed that she used ground turkey, because I had made it exponentially clear that I did not eat red meat. So I'm thinking, of course they're, whatever. She wouldn't just leave it there and not tell me it's red meat, right? Man, I tore them damn enchiladas up. So later on, she was like, you ate some of the stuff? I was like, yeah. I was like, they were so good. When are you going to make them again? And of course, talking and everything, come to find out it was red meat. It was all good, but I never did again after that. But I tell you what, one thing I am willing to try, I think my friend gave me a small bite of curry goat when we were in Jamaica. And that was cool. So I might be willing to eat goat here and there. And I try to give my son red meat every so often, because he's a grown boy and he really needs that iron. So this right here was the area where the last time I was here, we saw the little deer or fawns or whatever. Up here was like 5 of them. I was like, oh my gosh, who knew all these guys were back here? Up this little... It is beautiful. I love it here. All this is new. This right here, you see this wood. You see this wood is new wood, right? This baby wood. Good afternoon. Couch is talking to everybody. Yeah, again, make sure you guys check out the Black Couch. He's going to be debuting the relaunch of his channel today, he said. So I'm looking forward to that. If he doesn't, still just stay tuned for when he does. Deja Vu as well. She talks about health and fitness. That's how I ended up discussing my no red meat journey. But I wanted to say that when I stopped eating red meat, my appetite decreased significantly. And I'm not even lying. I mean, things that I craved, I didn't crave anymore. I'm trying to see if any deer are out here. Now, mind you guys, this park is not far from my house. Really, really close, right? So I'm going to show you the surprise in a second. Michelle says, my mother cooked almost every day. We always have food on the table. We ate out periodically. We eat our food well done as well. No blood running. I know that's right. What a blessing to have a mom that cooked almost every day. I try to do that for my son. Oh my gosh, I try to, I probably only cook maybe like 4 times a week, and then sometimes we have leftovers, but his appetite is growing, so sometimes, we have leftovers, we don't. Like this leftover spaghetti from last night, I was like, I'm not going to eat it, I'm going to just save it for him, but if I eat it, then I got to cook him something new, or, that's how that works. I'm going to cook you up a filet mignon, medium rare, don't do it. That's one way to get cussed out now. I'd be like, can you throw that back on the grill for me, baby, please? Go back in there. Hey, degenerate. Eating meat with blood running on the plate grosses me out and makes me heave. Yeah. We not, you know what I'm saying? And I know it's a cultural thing, I do know black people that eat their food medium rare and have eaten it rare. But the ones that I've seen that do that were usually mixed. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, now that I'm thinking about the people that do, they all was mixed, you know what I'm saying? And they ate that. But nah, all black people usually, we don't. Well, no, I'm lying. I got a homeboy that eats raw. That's eating stuff raw. But he got money, so I guess it's something that come with money. I don't know. Black Cow says to Michelle, I feel ya. I must admit, I love medium rare meat, though. You a vampire. I knew it was something about you, Couch. Beets are high in iron. You know what, Deja Vu? Beets are so good for you, but they are so disgusting to me. I do not like no beets. I've tried them. I've tried workout powder that has primarily beets in it. And I can't do it. It gives me a disgusting aftertaste. I cannot. It's the same name, yeah. All right, y'all. Come on, y'all want to see the surprise? Come on, let's go, Sunny. Now, mind you, normally when we well, let me just show you. Let me just shut up. Let me see if there's any fawns up there this time. Well, last time we came, there was literally 5 on the hill just chilling. And sometimes when we're in the park, walking the path, we might see a deer or something every so often. Not very often, but now we know this is their home back here. My son says, well, how did they even get here? I said, yeah, because it was theirs first. Before we came in and invaded their land and started tearing stuff down, this was theirs. But y'all, look at this. Y'all see that? Got a little swamp water right there. Little swamp water right there. You excited, huh, Sonny? You like it, Sonny? Look at it. I'll show y'all. Beef stays in the system longer than anything else. Okay. You guys swapping channel information. Amigo with the big ego, huh? Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Will you sit down?
You all right, Sonny? You good girl? You good girl? All right. Sonny, you got to get your ego up too, huh? Don't be letting that man's little chihuahua, little whatever dog punk you like that. Huh? He ain't say nothing either. He could have said, what's up? He could have said, it's all right, my sister, but nah. But look at that, y'all. Beautiful. If my phone drops over, just know I love y'all. If it drops and I lose my phone, just know I'll be back. We're not going to afford it. Okay? Well, look at that. Along the trail. So normally when we go to the beach, so there, of course, there's no way for us to get down there, right? I mean, you can sneak. There's another path further down that tells you, you know, to stay on the trail. Don't get off. But normally in order to get to the beach, I have to drive 20 minutes east to get to one, and about 15 minutes west to get to the other one. But to know that I got beach right here, like 5 minutes from my house, not being able to get in it is one thing, but just the fact that it's here, if I just want to hear the waves, my God, what a blessing for me. Huh, Sunny? Huh, Sunny? Sit down. Sit. You're comfortable. You're fine. You're fine. You are fine. Let me set this up. It's kind of windy out here. I'll set this tripod up, but I think might not be a good idea. What kind of dog you got, Degenerate? Beef stays in the system longer. So I'm wondering if, because it stays in the system longer, that gives time for the bad bacteria to cultivate more and multiply, which in turn affects your appetite for the bad stuff. Maybe. Degenerate says, I'm looking for another one. You got a pit bull, full-blooded. Okay. Bless up, Delvin. What it do? How you doing? You guys check out Delvin's channel too. He posts the best stuff. Like his quotes, always on point. Always on point. Every time it'd be like, yo, I really needed to hear that. Or I needed to see that, you know? Michelle says, I cook more now that we are empty nesters. Okay. I tell my husband, okay, now I'm cooking more now that we are empty nesters than I did when the kids were home. I don't like to cook every day, twice a week. Yeah, that's more like, because then you and your husband can eat off of the food during the week and then go out to eat, you know, Friday or Saturday or whatever. But that's nice, empty nesters. I bet that's a great feeling. My son is 10 and all my friends had kids when they were in their 20s. I waited until I was in my late 30s to have my son. So here I am with the kid while they're enjoying their grandkids and going on cruises and stuff, you know? And when I was complaining about that one time, my mom said, but didn't you already have time? Like, didn't you club and party and do all the things you wanted to do earlier before you had him? I was like, yeah, you're right. She's like, so don't be jealous. You already had your time. And guess what? When your kid gets out of the house, you can still have time if you're still healthy, you know? So I'm glad she gave me that perspective, you know? I drink that beet powder and almost yak. Okay. Yeah, I don't like beet powder. I can't. I choose beets, orange, ginger, carrots, and apples. Yeah. I could do all that other stuff, but no beets. I can't. I've tried. I promise I've tried. Deja says, try juicing the beets with ginger and pineapple. It's just so strong. It's just one of those things that just really overpowers. But you know what? I'm gonna try it one more time and we gonna see. And you know what? I need a juicer. I had a blender and I had one of those handheld blenders, but it broke just like all my other ones do. So I gotta find a really, really good. I would rather juice than to blend. I would rather have a juicer that just makes it a complete liquid, you know, because then, you know, I'll finish it. Yeah, I can't do beets either, degenerate. Yep, cook sometimes, go out sometimes. Oh, okay, you juice them, yeah. I'm on a trail at this park in Newport News, where I live. And so they made a new trail, right? And so we got deer up in those woods in there, but they created this new trail off of the run path, and this is new, and so it actually ends up leading to here. Very, very nice. So I wanted to just share that with y'all. So of course, when me and my son saw it the first time, I said, okay, there's water right here, there's a trail. I noticed some houses on the side. So when we left the park, we went back behind the park to find the houses that face this water. And my son said, yeah, I'm gonna have a house like that. And I said, you sure will, son. You sure will. Michelle says, I balance. I do not cook like my mom and the rest of my family. Look at Courtesy Flash. Dog attacks black man. You stupid. She should have attacked him. He had an attitude with his little roof dog. Rumble on the bridge. Yep, they almost got it. How much y'all had on Sunny? I think Sunny would have took him. Stay away, Snow Puppy. Exactly. Snow Puppies never. That was funny. I can't believe that happened. I'm in VA. You on the way? Come on. Let's go. Yeah, I love this view. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, really blessed. Because this is really close. There's somewhere I can come just to get some peace and just think, you know. It's a nice breeze. Oh, he's a pit bull. Gotti Boudreaux mix. He's full-blooded. Cook and juice every day. That's a blessing. That's really good. Look at Mike Nice. Look at Wolfpack Maine. Hey, fellas. Try to stay away from powder and substitutes and juice naturally. Yeah. I need caffeine, though. Well, I don't need it. I guess I just want it. I be thinking I need it, but... Hey, Michael Love. How you doing? Yeah, it's a nice view. I can't beat it. Yeah, don't it? It just makes you think of a vacation. Like, you know, like, yeah, I need a vacation. We all do, man. Because life be lifing, right? Life be lifing. And I feel the same way. Just the sound. How you doing? Just the sound of it. Beautiful. Thanks, Mike Nice. They got little benches here so you can sit. Oh. You can sit, Sonny. You can shit. Yeah. Let me lift this up. They got a little sign that says Crab Crossing. Ata Sunny. Hey, Sunny. Look at her. She just comes and she just sits her head on my lap. She'll just come and she'll just be looking. Eyes be big, and I'd be like, what do you know? What do you know? This dog knows something. So I finally got up the courage to ask her dad when he was going to come and get her. Not that I want her to go. He's really busy. They got him traveling all over the globe, like no lie. And just last week he was in some podunk town. He's a recruiter. And he was talking about, you know, his traveling there and stuff and how he's so tired. And I was like, well, let me not bring it up now. Let me wait until... So he just sent me a picture of his family on the beach. I was like, got him. So I was like, hey, look like you're in a good space. When you coming to get your dog? And so he said, just let him know. But I don't want to send Sunny back if he doesn't have somebody to care for her, you know, on a regular basis when he's gone. So hopefully it'll all work out, you know. Michonne's next. Yeah, what is Michonne's next live about? I know it's got it's about Boyce Watkins, I think. And you know, ever since she showed Boyce Watkins on her channel that one time, I've been getting Boyce Watkins stuff because I unsubscribed to him years ago. Like when I noticed that all of the stocks that he would suggest were not good stocks, I was like, let me stop watching this fool. He got me out here getting pissed. So I stopped watching him. But what happened? Yeah, ever since she showed that one, I've been coming across some really good ones. And I guess he's just making the circuit more because he was on Dr. Mayat's channel as well, which that was really good. If you guys haven't seen that, check out Dr. Mayat, M-A''AT, and Boyce Watkins. And he talks about the Chinese government and how the Chinese think and operate differently than the United States, in the way that if China knows that the long game is gonna prove to be beneficial and will give them more money in the end, then they will do that. They will calm down. They will give you what it is that you're requesting and just play the long game. And then boom, they end up getting what they want in the long run. Versus us, who want to do deals and do things in a way that's going to garner us results right now rather than waiting and being patient, But it was the way that he worded it that was just so like mind-blowing. And if I find that clip, I'm going to clip it. I think I tried to clip it, but they were on at the time. And when they're live, you can't create a short, you can't remix it while it's live. So I'm going to have to go back and clip that and then show it, because what he said about China and the way their economic system is set up was just mind-blowing. But Dr. Boyce Watkins is cool. I think he's really good as far as providing hope. And he... I wouldn't say that he's not a realist. I think he just, let's see, how do I word it? How would y'all word Boyce? I mean, a lot of people call him moist. I just think he looks at things differently from a perspective of, if we just come together, we can achieve, He's just hopeful. He's very hopeful, And there's nothing wrong with being hopeful. But you can't ignore reality. Because if you just push reality under the rug and just continue to be hopeful, then nothing ever really gets accomplished. And I think that's where sometimes my problem lies. And we can talk and talk and talk, but what are we going to do? Like we got to do, And then when somebody actually did, it turned out to be a scam that he endorsed. I think maybe that was my last straw with Boyce. Look at Donovan. Hey, Donovan. How's it going? I hope all is well. Black House said he on a permanent vacay. Wolfpack said I'm excited. Okay, yeah. Oh, Tommy. Oh, see, I don't like Tommy Sotomayor. Somebody made the mistake of sending me some Tommy Sotomayor content back in, like, this was before I even had my kids. So this was more than like 11 years ago. And I don't know, maybe the way I carry myself or maybe something I said made him think that I would appreciate Tommy Sotomayor's content, but he was sadly mistaken, and I ended up cussing him out because I'm like, yo, who the F is this, and why on earth would you send that to me, of all people? Tommy Sotomayor, not my kind of guy, period, point blank. Now, if that's your kind of guy, I'm not judging, but he ain't my type of guy, at all. And I'm going to keep it real. And if that makes you not like me anymore because I don't get down with certain shit, I really don't give a fuck. But that ain't my kind of content at all. Well, when you coming back out here, Donovan? Ain't too many spots, especially when it comes to the food. You already know that. Food sucks out here. But this is a nice little spot out here in Newport News. Black Couch, I am too, but I love traveling. Haven't done it for a minute. Yeah, a lot of us ain't done it for a minute. COVID really did a number on a lot of us, and now that things are opening back up, they're 2 and 3 times more expensive. So it's not easy to travel. Plus a lot of us have gotten complacent and just got used to not traveling. So you combine the two. And then when you combine the fact that a lot of these companies are not hiring, even though they say they are, so the workers that they do have, they're having them do the jobs of 2 and 3 people, which is tiring people out, and they're getting burnt out. So it's a lot. People are just tired. Can you see the sunrise or sunset over the water from that view? I don't know. I have not been. There goes the sun right there, so I would imagine so. There go the sun right now. Hold on, this might be better if I do it another way. There you go. So I reckon so. I reckon this is a good spot. But you know, they close the park at a certain time, and I think they close it before the sun sets, because I think the sun sets now at like 8 something. So, and the park closes I think at 7 now. Mike Nice says, hey Mo, you were spot on the other day when you mentioned how what you were dreaming about popped up on your computer the next morning. It happened to me. See? That ain't right. That is not the will of God. That's all I gotta say. That ain't the will of God, man. It ain't right. There's no way that should be happening. No way. Ain't no way. Especially if you didn't volunteer for something to be implanted in you. There's no way. Says, I appreciate your philosophy of gratitude. Respect. Black Couch Degenerate says, was thinking about doing like Messi and take a cruise, but I might have to go on there with them knuckles. Yeah, you're gonna have to hide them real good. Well, don't they go through your stuff to make sure that you don't have weapons? But I think as long as you mind your business and do what you're supposed to do, you shouldn't have no problems on there, right? Unless you're just a degenerate, as your name says. Now, if you are what your name is, brother, go ahead and take the knuckles. Moist or moist, yeah. I mean, that's what they call him. I'm not calling him that. That's what the peoples was starting to call him. Moist white. They was calling him a simp, you know, because he married a woman from back in the day that wouldn't give him no damn time, and now that he got a little money, she come running after she done had kids and whatnot, you know. They call him simp, moist Watkins, you know. Respect. You already know something gonna pop off on a cruise with a name like Degenerate. Just don't go around telling people your name is Degenerate, or they gonna try you. They gonna try you with that name. Yeah, that Trump stuff was funny. Make sure you guys check out Wolfpack Maine too. He has a channel. He's branching out on all the stuff that he talks about. He's into action figures and wrestling and all them things. But he's starting to talk about other stuff as well. So make sure you check that out. Wolfpack Maine. He also does graphic arts and he can draw. He's done shorts for Messi Michon's channel. So check him out. We got a lot of content creators over here. Boys do be blowing smoke sometimes. He do. He don't be, you know, he don't, yeah. But I think that's just part of the strategy. Like, you know, sometimes when you blow smoke, it's because you have to retain a certain audience. And he knows that mostly women, I think it's mostly women that watch his channel. And they'll probably subscribe to him on Instagram and follow him. So when you have that type of demographic, you kind of got to cater to that. And you can't always keep it 100. So... but he also might genuinely feel the way that he feels, you know. There's nothing wrong with that either. I think let people do what they gonna do. Like if a person wants to play cake and pander to a specific audience, go ahead and do that. Get your money. Get your money, player. You know. But when you do that, you got to be up for the screw. You got to have tough skin. You got to deal with what comes with that, you know. Tommy is rough, and I don't play that. I'm sorry. You could talk bad about women, black women, all you want. I just think it has to be done in a certain manner for my liking, but that's just me. And you know, the thing is, as an adult, we all have the autonomy and the power to just click the F off. If we don't like something, we don't like the way something is being told, we don't have to subject ourselves to it. That don't mean you got to go and report people's channel and talk mess about it. I don't report nobody. There's a lot of stuff I see on here that I do not like and I do not F with, but I would never try to stop somebody's money, because at the end of the day, guess what? God sees all, and he will make sure if what they're doing is wrong and not righteous, guess what? He will take care of it. I don't have to try and stop somebody's money because you called a black woman a monkey and a witch. Like, no, God will take care of that. That's not me. That's not my job, you know? But he ain't my cup of tea at all. You know what? That part, Angela, That part, that's what I don't like. Them planes crashing everywhere. You got New Jersey. I put a post up about New Jersey and how their power keeps going out or their screens keep going blank. Donovan is a pilot. You guys see Donovan Sadiq in the channel, on the chat? He is a pilot. He was a pilot for the Air Force. He flies multiple aircraft. So he knows all about that. And yes, this is not good. You know? So that's the scary thing. We just got to stay prayed up, y'all. Because guess what? When it's your time, it's your time. Ain't nothing you can do about it. None of us will know when. My son said, do you want to know when and how you will die? I said, hell no, I don't want to know when I'm going to die. I need it to be a surprise. Don't want to know. Not interested. He was like, why not? I said, because then I will be limiting my life. If I knew, like, say I found out that I got hit by a bus, right? Because I had to cross a major street yesterday, right? And the whole time I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like, people don't take kindly to jaywalkers, for one, but also here they just do not care about pedestrians. Like, people get hit all the time out here in Hampton Roads, right? So I was telling him, I was like, yo, if I knew how I'm gonna die, I would limit myself to, you know, anything. If I found out, you know, I got hit by, I would never cross the street again, because I would be thinking that's gonna be my last. So no, I don't want to know at all. I want to continue living life to the fullest, and when it happened, it happened. But we got to know that, you know, if you have your life, oh, see, there go a gate right there. I could just hop that gate right quick and get down there and down there. Y'all see them rocks right there? You see that beach? I don't want to know. I don't like them airports. Just the worst these days. Yeah, don't make sense. There's always some kind of drama too. If what I dream popped up on my feed, we are all in trouble. Courtesy. Listen, bruh. Happened to me. And it just happened to a homeboy right there. And I'm hoping it doesn't happen to you just because you've seen this now. And I can go deeper into this topic, but I'm not. Because I've been seeing some other stuff too that kind of coincides with it. And yeah, Tommy was his hero too. Tommy was Boyce's hero? What? They was cool at one point? That's crazy. See, you never really know what a person's motives are and what they're really into. But all you got to do is just let them talk, let them do them, and just keep watching them. I've seen people say one thing and literally contradict themselves 5 sentences later, and I'm just like, you, are you good? Are you good? We gotta head back soon, huh? DeGeneres says, I get my moments. Other than that, I'm chill every day. Okay, all right, I figured. I figured you're a good dude. Thunder says, you can make a weapon with some socks and a bar of soap. You damn right. Some nickels too. If you guys like them old men that carry a lot of change in your pockets, take your sock off, throw them in there, bam, on and popping. Or some soda cans. Shoot, anything filled with liquid, really. Wolfpack is mad talented. He said, I'm anti-big back too. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Wolfpack Man. I appreciate you. That was really sweet. Thank you. Okay, you guys subscribe to Wolfpack Man. Thank you. Make sure you guys subscribe to Deja Vu as well. I'm an ally to Messy Michonne and the besties and the villagers. Tell it twice Tuesday. Got to. Reaper say, hey girl. Hey girl. There you go, girl. Yeah, you're so cute. Yes, you are. You're so cute. I don't know why I talked to her like she a baby. Snow puppy. Well, she light skinned. She do got lip. Let me show you this. This is how I know. One drop rule. Hold still, Sonny. Hold on. Y'all see that? That patch? Hold on. Y'all see that brown patch? She lost some hair right there and it grew back brown. So she part of us. Sonny, you got the one drop rule, baby. You one of us. Kwame's hero. Don't fly Spirit or Frontier, and your flying experience would be better. Pay the extra money if you don't want the. Yeah, you must have saw that too, huh? Donovan, where that one video went viral. There's a couple actually that went viral between Spirit and Frontier. And there was one with the black man, with a white man, who the ladies behind the counter made him pay $25 for a late fee because he showed up 30 minutes before the flight versus an hour, like they tell you. He paid it, and they still didn't want him to board. They acted a fool. So you got to watch out for certain heifers, because you know what? You give them a little bit of power, and they act a fool. So that was one that I saw. That was crazy. And those people ended up getting fired. And then I saw another one where a lady had to pay another fee. So she acted a damn donkey. And they wouldn't let her board. Well, she paid the $99. But they still wouldn't let her board. She came back, and rather than just talking it out, she acted a fool, ended up getting arrested. Then another heifer missed her flight. Well, they already started. She was 45 minutes past the boarding time. And she went out on the tarmac and snuck on the plane somehow, some way. I need to figure out how these people are able to do this. Because I be thinking, especially like when you talk about like them inmates and stuff that all escape, come to find out, one of the workers, a maintenance worker, turned off the water, which helped them escape, right? And then plus they were short-staffed. But you go to thinking, right, like if people are smart like that, right, can congregate and come up with ideas and work, galvanize and figure out ways to overcome some stuff, why can't we do this out here in the real world? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're smart enough to figure out how to bypass a whole bunch of security and checkpoints and get on the actual flight line and get on the plane, and she was seated and everything, y'all. Seated and everything. If you smart enough to do that, sky's the limit. And I'm just saying, we can't be stopped at all. If we came together with those talents, though, seriously, it will be on and popping. Kwame and Tommy used to be cool. Oh, okay, I got you. Reaper! Car keys and a roller coaster, okay? Listen. When I don't have my, my pepper spray with me, my car keys, next thing, I find the big key, the longest key, hold it between your fingers, make it do what it do. Mo, are you a villager or a bestie? What you think? Wolfpack got a channel? He does. He talks about all kind of stuff. But he's mainly into wrestling, and he collects action figures and like cartoons from back in the day, all those figures, comics, stuff like that. But he's venturing out into different pop culture. What up, Bakari? I'm flying Southwest in a few hours. Be safe, Bakari, okay? Blessings upon you, my man. Have a safe trip. Where you going? Do you mind saying? If you don't want to, you don't have to. Couch, thank you. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. You guys know you don't have to super chat at all. And I know you're grown. Like, I know I ain't got to do it. I'm doing it. And I appreciate you. Just letting you know it's not, I do appreciate it. Reaper says they pulled that move after watching Prison Break TV. You know, I used to love Prison Break. Oh, that was my show. But after like maybe after when the second season came and they still doing the same shenanigans, there was like no character development. No, the plot was the same. It was the same with what was that other show? The Dead, with the zombies and the people. I think I got up to like season 3 and I'm like, yo, it's the same stuff. They just recycling characters, same storyline. So I stopped watching Prison Break, but that was a really good show for the first season. You got to act, Luke, like you're supposed to be there. Yep. Act like you're supposed to be there. That's actually funny that those inmates escape. Oh my gosh, yo, that picture of them running out, yo. And then they had the nerve to be like, if you ever testified against any of these people, you might want to hide. You might want to protect yourself. I was like, oh my goodness. And now they offering, what, $20K per person? They gonna catch them one by one. I once accidentally snuck on a board. How you accidentally? You're gonna have to tell that story on your channel. You're gonna have to tell that story. You must have been drunk. Just subscribe to Degenerate. Degenerate, you got a channel? I didn't know Degenerate had a channel. Drop the link in the thing. Do I just type @Degenerate? Well, I will subscribe. These dang allergies. Y'all hear my nose is stuffed up? Okay, so look, this is the house that my son saw that's facing the water. He was like, oh my gosh. He goes, I want a house just like that. I said, and you will have one, son. Don't even tread, because you're a hard worker. That's dope. I love action figures. Yep. So check out Wolfpack Man. He talks all, man. He got a couple of cases full of action figures. And he got this He-Man Kingdom of Grayskull thing. It's pretty cool. Oh, you going to GA? Okay. I'm going to be in GA in June. Wolfpack says Mo would make a good manager. I don't know about that now. I don't know about that. Sometimes I do good, sometimes I don't. I don't know. It's really just about being open and being able to take criticism, right? And do better and grow. That's what makes a good leader, honestly. You know? And the leader gets in the trenches with his people. You know, not the whole time, but sometimes just to show this is how it's done. This is what I expect. And if need be, you know, I get in there with you. But you got to be able to motivate your people. Your people should be able to understand the vision based on your leadership and what you want them to do. Ricard says, my dead homie, red homie daughter is graduating from high school and college. All praises to Allah. Yeah, that is, praise God for her to go through that. Father not there and still not letting society and bad things and tragedy stop you. That's amazing. And that's awesome that you're there to support her. I'm sure she appreciates that. Cool dog too. I love dogs. Yeah, Sunny's cool. The Walking Dead. That was it. That was that show. 10 seasons was it. Oh my gosh. By like the 3rd. You hear that dog barking? She said, you gonna wait till the dog is all the way down the trail to start running? Yeah. You ain't about that life. Huh? You ain't about nothing. Huh, Sonny? That's what's up, Sonny. You gotta intimidate him. One got caught at the bus stop. Oh, Messi Mashawn, thank you. How sweet. Thank you so much. You guys, I ain't gonna lie, my phone about to die. I'm trying to get back up the trail into the car before it does, but if it does die, just know I appreciate you all. Very much so. Happy Tuesday. Missy saying hi to the chat. You guys make sure you check out Missy Michonne's live channel where she holds no punches at all. She gives it to you raw, real. Hold on. Hold on. Move. Great channel. Accountability. Missy Michonne Live, aka accountability in all caps. Everybody up in here, yes. Everybody supporting. I appreciate y'all too. It means the world to me. Lupac says I've been evolving since I met y'all, Mo. That's what's up. That's what's up. You know? Different perspectives. All of us ain't the same and all of us don't think the same. You know? But we're mature enough to be able to understand where everybody's coming from and appreciate the fact that we all aren't the same and don't think the same, you know? It's important to hear each other out though, you know? Because I know I've thought about things one way and then heard the perspective of somebody else and totally changed my opinion. And I was like, well, damn, you're right, you know? So God didn't make us different for no reason. There's a reason for that. And that's called growth and evolution. So I'm grateful to have met you guys as well. I was lost wolfman running around. Ow! All right, we got some more dogs coming up, y'all. What do I need to do? I got a leash on real tight. Let's look at these motherfuckers up here. They got two. Let me put Sunny on the other side. My instinct is telling me. Go on. Over here. Over here. Over here, Pumpkin.
Kevin and them will use it.
Hi.
Kevin and that will use
It's okay. It's okay. They was cool. Once you wake up, it's hard to go back to sleep. Facts, Bakari. Once your eyes are open, when that third eye is open, man, it's a wrap. And for me, I'm not completely where I want to be when it comes to understanding, right? Because evolving is something that you do daily, every day, you know, just through life until the day you die. You should be learning and growing every single day, right? But I'm not where I want to be, but I know one thing. My relationship with the Most High has definitely opened my third eye up. I'm able to see things differently, and I'm able to kind of figure out what might happen if I go down this path or if I say this thing, you know what I'm saying? And that's a blessing because I think it's saved me from a lot of dumb stuff, you know? See that house through there? Look at all this greenery, it's beautiful. Let me pull back, see if you guys can see. Just subbed, all right. Black Queens forever. Snow puppies, never. Everybody watch a movie called Yes. I made my son watch They Live. Y'all know what I just made my son watch the other day too? He was on restriction. I made him watch The Jerk. I made him watch The Jerk, and I gave him a really good lesson about messing with dirty women that ain't got nothing to offer you versus one that's got something going for herself. But The Jerk was hilarious. I forgot how funny that damn movie was. And my son was laughing his ass off. Classic. Way ahead. Like, how did it know? How did it know? Like, remember when he put the glasses on and he saw them signs that said, you know, distraction and, you know, just all the things that we are now in society. It was crazy. Make Kamala sober again. MAGA back in business. What up, Paul? Paul Souse. Yeah, it was a trip. Mm-hmm. Yep. Hello. Well, I'm about to get on up out of here. Sonny, we done made all the super chats we plan on making today. It's time to go. We said we gon' get $9.99. After we get $9.99. Hey, how are you guys?
Pretty good.
Good. After we get $9.99, we out of here. And guess what? We got $16.98. It's time to roll. You guys want to make some money, you got to get you a puppy. Let's get you a little snow puppy out there, huh? Put it on these internet streets, and you can make $16.98 just like me. The clip, he fought him in the death to stay blind. Nigga put the deserve the glasses on. Wait, which part are you talking about? Are you talking about in oh, you're talking about in They Live? Yeah. Yeah. What is that one actor's name? The black dude. I like him. Didn't he play I know he used to do voiceover work too. For I can't think of who that was. My bad, y'all. Hey, Lady Di. Peace, you guys. You guys enjoy the rest of your day too. Yeah, my battery died, so we out of here. I'll chat with y'all later. Look at Sunny. She tired. She hot. She thirsty. She got water, but she not drinking. So anyways, I'm hot and tired, y'all. I'll chat with y'all later. Peace.